I baked a 14-inch chocolate cake, cut it into 3 slices and frosted it and chilled in the fridge. Next, I'm taking a 12-inch cake pan and marking a line like so with a knife. Then I'm scooping out the center portion gently like so. Spread a nice coating of dark chocolate ganache and put it in the fridge to chill. While that's chilling, let's make some olives. I'm taking black gum paste to cut out some olive rings. You can either leave them whole or split it into 2 like I have done. Next, make some mushrooms. I'm taking a ball of white fondant and then some brown gray fondant and making little button mushrooms. I'm going to later dust it with some cocoa powder to give it a little mushroomy look. Once the cake is nice and chilled and the ganache is set, I'm covering the outside of the ring of the cake with some ivory colored ganache. Please ignore the red buttercream in the center. I should have done it after I've put the fondant, but I did it before, so just ignore that. We'll come back to it later. So make sure your fondant is nice and smooth and cut out the extras like so. Next, let's add some sauce. This is vanilla buttercream mixed with some raspberry pulp and red food coloring. You can leave out the raspberry pulp. Make sure to spread it evenly and cover the edges of the ivory fondant like so. It doesn't have to be super smooth and neat. Once it looks something like this, let's add some cheese. I'm just adding some grated white chocolate. Make sure the white chocolate is slightly soft so that you get longer strands and it looks a lot closer to yummy mozzarella cheese. Tuck in the edges. And now let's bake this pizza. It's too white for my liking, so I'm using a blowtorch to kind of brown it a little bit. If you don't have a blowtorch, you can use ivory food color in an airbrush. That also gives a similar effect, but I loved the effect the blowtorch gave, and the fondant became nice and crusty, just like a real pizza. Now my chocolate was browning when I started to do the top, so I'm covering it with a cake tin. Next, I'm also using the blowtorch to melt the chocolate so that it looks like real melted cheese. Make sure to hold the blowtorch a little far away and not closer, you will burn it. Now lastly, let's add yummy toppings. Some onions, mushrooms, and now let's make some capsicum or green peppers. I'm rolling out this candy which I found and into strips. I just didn't want to add more fondant. This I thought would be much tastier, so we are making some yellow strips and green strips. Now I've got this apple jelly. I thought it mimics pepperoni very well, so I'm just cutting out some rounds and using that for pepperoni. Be creative, you can choose whatever toppings you want. And here is our yummy pizza. I always have a big argument with my kids whether the topping should go on top and then the cheese, or the cheese and then the topping. Let me know in the comment section what you would do. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see you, bye bye.